Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Tarek and I'm back today with another Love is Blind review. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button with that notification bell on, so every time I upload a video, you guys are instantly notified. As you already know, we're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, so if you're new here, be sure to join the family. Guys, we're going to get straight into this episode. All I'm going to say is Katisha and Javen, or Javen, however you say his name. What is the point? What is the actual point? But anyway, let's get into it. So the episode starts off, it actually continues on with Billy and Ashleigh talking to her dad. They let us know that the wedding is in fact in 3 weeks' time from the current conversation that they are having. Billy says how, you know, the dad has done an amazing job raising Ashleigh because of how wonderful she is. She got the dad's approval. They both got the dad's approval, and her dad will walk her down the aisle. Not really much to say regarding those two, but those two are very, very interesting, and this is why I'm saying I love you and all these things very, very quickly is very, very, to me, it's I don't know, I feel like saying the word love is very strong, because towards the end of this episode, they really found out that, okay, cool, they've come out of crossroads, but we will talk about that when we get to it. Sarover and Kal are filming themselves, and they are actually eating Wingstop. Side note, I've never had Wingstop. Guys, is Wingstop worth it? I've never had Wingstop. Since it's been about, I've never tried it, never tried their wings. I need to, but the thing is, like, they do it on, like, the Uber Eats and the delivery and stuff like that. But I'm a person, especially with how sensitive my stomach can be sometimes, I'm the type of person where it's, I don't want to order something where I haven't tried it in person first. So I would need to try it in person first before I order it to my house, okay? We get to Kieran and Megan. He got flowers and laid out the table for dinner. I think Kieran is a real gentleman. And people are saying to this day, I have to low-key avoid Twitter, because the way I operate is I watch the episodes daily. I don't bang it out in one go like some people might. Some of y'all will sit there and just probably watch. You guys will probably just sit down and watch the entirety of the series, or until you can't watch the episodes no more, until the next episodes come out next week, Wednesday. You guys will just sit there and bang it out. You see me, I cannot do that. And then when I go onto Twitter, I'm seeing the tweets, and I'm like, oh, I have to kind of avoid it because I'm doing it episode by episode, especially as I'm reviewing it. Maybe if I wasn't reviewing it, it would be a different thing. Maybe I would just watch. But as I'm reviewing it, and these reviews, the editing, the whole process takes time. Watching, taking notes, recording, editing, upload, it's too much of a process. You guys are getting it day by day, okay? I'm not a robot. I'm human. I can only do one thing at a time. Anyway, I even lost track of what I was saying. Kieran said he doesn't like cooking for himself. He likes cooking for Megan. And Megan finally says that she loves Kieran. Ashleigh and Billy. I see Ashleigh's... I'm asking the question, was she learning how to make up a bed? Because if at your grown age you do not know how to make up a bed, we have a problem. We have a problem, because it's like, at your grown age, you don't know how to make up a bed? A bed? You're big, like I said, that is if she doesn't. But if you don't know how to make up your bed, how you cabin crew manager and you don't know how to make up your bed? But anyway, I just hope they will make it up together. She wasn't learning how to make up a bed. Katisha went over to see Sarover. Then it goes over to Javen and Jed. They are talking about the whole wedding situation. Talk about the wedding. Javen said that he doesn't think that he's 100% at the moment. It's okay to actually say you're not even close. For you to say you're not 100%, I'm curious to know what percent you're at. Like, I'm honestly curious to know what percent you're at, because you could be fooling me. You guys, you're not... You guys give nothing. You guys are probably at 5%. That's me, and that's me being nice. You guys are probably at 5%. You guys just don't give anything. The conversation's dry. Your chat is dry. There's no chemistry. You guys are just talking bland conversation, dry conversation you guys are having. So for you to say you're not at 100%, I'm curious to know what percent you think you're at. Personally. The Demola, I've realized that it's Demola is how you say it, not Demola. I've been saying his name completely wrong. I heard it properly in the episode today. It's Demola. The Demola thing is still playing in his mind. I don't see why it wouldn't play in his mind, to be honest. The girl, you got second best because she was originally gonna go for Demola, but you came in, swooped off her feet, and she ended up picking you. He would rather her go and talk to him to clear up everything. Then it goes to Katisha and Sarover, and Katisha feels it's put a dampener on like the relationship with Javen and her. Well, of course, because he wants to know the reasoning of how you just managed to switch your decision like that, like you done a complete 180, or should I say 360? Because and Katisha, first of all, Katisha wasn't all the way 100 with Javen about what she said to him. About what she said to Demola. She said to Demola, you have nothing to worry about. I'm not changing my mind. 24 hours later, you've changed your mind. But you didn't want to tell Javen the whole story. The reason why you didn't want to tell Javen the whole story, because you know him, he would have got up and left. He would have got up and left. He wouldn't have stood there for that. And if he stood there for that, he's a chum. It's as simple as that. You would have stood there for that. But you didn't want to tell him the whole story. I don't like when people pick and choose what versions or what they wanted. I don't like when people... I need to turn off my TV because this thing... I don't know why I didn't turn off my TV. Because, honest to God, this thing is distracting me. You know, like when the thing is on for Netflix and it's showing the slideshow of different shows? That's why you kept seeing me looking at my TV. It was distracting me. So I had to turn off... I forgot to turn off my TV. Katisha says that she's going in with emotion as she's a woman, and you know, due to Javen being a man, he's coming into the situation with logic. Do I say what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say because it's on my mind. Genuinely speaking, and Katisha even said it herself, what women tend to do, most women, not all of them actually, not all of them, just so I'm keeping it on a fair ground so no one can come and tell me anything. In some situations, they do tend to... I'm not saying men don't... I'm not saying men don't get emotional now, child. Because men be getting emotional and getting in their panties about things as well. Men be getting emotional and they don't know how to control their emotions. But from a woman, it's going to sound mad what I'm going to say, but bear with me. Let me land. It's like expected. If that makes sense. It's like expected. Like a woman would come in emotional, and then that's why you have that balance where the man will come in with logic and it kind of balances things out. But if you have an emotional man and an emotional woman, so that's why when you get them men that are all arguing and shouting with women, that would never work. That's why in a relationship, because you know what? I hear conversations and stuff of people talking about, I never understand, like men saying, I just never understand a woman, this, that, and other. You're not supposed to understand a woman. And women are not supposed to understand men. Women and men are different. Women and men are different. We're not supposed to understand each other. It's just the way God made us. So when some of you are saying you're trying to figure out why women think like this, or for women why men think that, we're not supposed to understand each other. Men understand men because we get it. Women understand women because, you understand that when women say, "Oh no, I get you, sis. Like, I get where you're coming from." It's to say when man them are like, "Nah, bro, I actually get like." We get each other, but we're not supposed to get each other, if that makes sense. So, in fact, if you lot feel a type of way by what I'm saying, then that's on you, because what I'm saying is just truth. It's not me being sexist. It's not me being misogynistic or anything like that. It's just the way. It's just the way it is. Okay. It's shit that it is that way because, like I said, I know my name that's bare emotional and bare up in their feelings and they don't know how to control it. I know women who know how to control their emotions and men who don't. But yeah, Katisha there said it herself. So there you have it. Kieran brings Megan to his home. And he's showing her around and shows his bedroom. Kieran has a nice gaming setup, by the way. Yeah, you can tell Kieran is a real nerdy nerd. And I like it. I like that. There's absolutely nothing wrong. It's better to be a nerd, stay inside, play games. You save money. You don't have to really go out, do anything. And yeah, I love the way how he's made it his career as well. So he's so passionate about playing games, he's made it a career. You see, guys? When you're passionate about something, try to turn it into a career because then you can get paid. You can get paid from doing what you enjoy. I just also put here that they are perfect for each other. The way that they just gel, the way that the chemistry is between those two, they're so similar but so different. And I feel like if you're so similar but there's not a difference between, it's not really gonna work. But with Kieran and Megan, they're so similar but they're so different. So that's why it is working. Sarover and Kal are heading to Wigan. Ashleigh and Billy are out for drinks. And Billy's basically saying that it's a learning journey regarding the whole process. Ashleigh said she basically wants things to be 50-50. So, for example, it's not just always going to be Billy. It's not just going to be Billy doing the cooking, the cleaning, the routine stuff, basically. Ashleigh wants to share part of that. She wants to sometimes say, you know what, no, I cook, I clean. Because she will feel guilty if it's always him that's doing it. Which I can understand because at the end of the day, you don't want to be coming home from work or coming in from somewhere as Billy and you're tired and then you have to go and cook. Like Ashley said she will happily do it. So yeah, and I think like nowadays I feel like women that are like that, women that are like that, keep them. They're keepers. Because then that means you're not taking the brunt of. Get out of your head of, oh, I need to be the provider, I need to be this and that. If your woman is an independent woman and she's making bank and let's say 1 month she wants to pay the bills, let her do it. I sorry guys, I must be crazy or what? But why is that such a big thing? Why does the man always need to be like, nah, I can't allow it. Nah. Like I can't allow my woman to be doing that. Bro, if that's what she's willing to do and she wants to do it. Let that pride and ego go. It's a pride and ego thing. I don't want to hear that's the way it's supposed to be. Because it doesn't have to be that way. You're making it that way because your pride and ego won't allow your woman to pay for you. But bro, I know a few couples where people go on 50-50. Sometimes if the husband is a bit, if the boyfriend is a bit short, the girl would pay. Like guys, it's really not that deep. But some women, they don't like paying. They feel like if they have to pay for a man, it's the ick. Again, I also hear it because people following tradition. But guys, it's 2025. Let's be open-minded. Let's open our brains. Let's stop being so close-minded. That's why a lot of you are blocking your blessings. I said what I said. No tea, no shade. But that's why a lot of you are blocking your blessings. That's why a lot of you are still single. That's why a lot of you are still crying out here, wondering why you're not in a relationship. Because a lot of you want to stick to the same old tradition. But times are changing. Get with the program or get left behind. It's as simple as that. Then Kieran introduces Megan to his friends. I'm not going to lie, she'll fit in. Guys, she will fit in with that friendship group. She'll fit right. I'm telling you, she'll fit. Her and Kieran were perfectly matched, you know. They were perfectly matched. Guys, I don't know if it's just me. They were perfectly matched. I'm not going to lie to you. Kieran said if his friends didn't give him the back end, then he wouldn't be sure if he could go through with it. Now, this is something I want to talk about because I understand people's the opinion of your friends it's very important. I understand that the opinions of my friend will be very, very important. And I will take it on board, but ultimately it's my decision at the end. It's not if all my friends said no. If all my friends said no, but I genuinely felt something good with this person, I'm gonna go through with it. I mean, yeah, my friend said no, but my friends are not the one that's dating or potentially getting married to this person. It's me. So if I feel good, I'm going through with it. So that's another thing. It's like, just because your friends are not feeling someone, or doesn't mean that you have to follow what your friends are saying. I understand that sometimes having a second opinion, or having that other person's opinion, it can help, because sometimes you won't see things yourself, which is absolutely true. Like, for example, which I will bring up again, your parents could tell you who your fake friends are before you notice it, and it's so true. It's so true. His friends asked him, doesn't it worry them that they are getting married to someone that they've only known for 4 weeks? I know for sure it would worry the hell out of me. Marriage has been a thing for me where I'm constantly going back and forth with it. If the Lord blesses me in that way, and I'm supposed to get married to someone, then it would happen. But other than that, it's something within my head personally that I've been going back and forth, bouncing back and forth all these years. I'm like, will I ever get married? Do I want to get married? It's really questions I ask myself. Cause I'm like, it wouldn't bother me if I got married or not. So long as I'm with someone, I love that person, and we spend the rest of our lives together. Marriage to me, yeah, from a religious standpoint, I would love to actually. I don't even know what I'm saying. From a religious standpoint, I would love to. But taking the religious side away from it just for 1 minute, and talking to everybody, like people who are non-religious, from a non-religious point of view, just so I can keep it on, just so I'm not being biased. Being with someone, boyfriend and girlfriend, girlfriend and girlfriend, whatever you go by, and being with that person for the rest of your lives, it really doesn't make any difference. The only difference is legally documents. You would have the same surname. You have each other's name, joint accounts. Everything becomes joint, basically. That's the only difference, literally. And your death do us part. That's it. Well, obviously you say the vows and stuff like that. Other than that, that is it. I promise you, that is it. So that's why for me, like, marriage is just like, I could get married, but the Lord if the Lord has blessed me with this individual, listen, for me personally, if it's supposed to happen, it will happen. Bada and Jed end up having a conversation. Bada doesn't want to rely on a man, because back where she was, growing up in her country, a lot of the women are like dependent on their men, and she doesn't want that for herself. She says she's not seeing Jed because she needs to. She's doing it because she wants to. I mean, yeah. If again, me personally, I love a woman that's independent, and I love a woman that is all about her money, all about her business and stuff like that. Go get your bag. And if a man cannot handle that, it's giving insecurity. I'm sorry, I said what I said. It's actually giving insecurity. She then goes to mention that her mum was diagnosed with breast cancer, and after the second surgery, she got the all clear. We thank God. I'm glad that has all been cleared from her mum. Megan and Kieran Kieran is speaking to Jack, which is one of Kieran's friends, and half of him is worried about this whole situation. I can understand people being worried about the situation. You're getting married to someone you've only known for a short space of time. I mean, I hear it. I do understand people's worries. But he ended up saying he will stand by Kieran with whatever decision he decides to make. Katisha and Javen, again, the conversation is dry. It's not giving anything. It's given when you don't wash your front. And I'm talking about a man's private part. When you don't wash it and you don't cream it and you don't moisturize it, and it's giving dry, okay? Katisha is going to reach out to Demola to have a conversation and lay it to rest. Javen and Katisha have no romantic connection. There's no romantic... Javen doesn't... I don't even think I've heard Javen compliment her once. Vice versa. I don't even think I've heard Katisha compliment him not once. I'm a person, I don't really take compliments well, as in terms of like, if someone says, oh, Tarek, you're really good looking, it's just like, oh, thank you. Like, I'm very, like, awkward when it comes to taking compliments. But at least, like, I still give, and people still give to me. they haven't. I don't think I've heard once. Like they give each other since they've seen each other face to face. So Katisha ends up messaging Demola while her and Javen are on a date. That's so disrespectful. I don't even care if like Demola said, "Oh yeah, go for it." I would have waited until it's done. I would have waited until we got back to the flat. I'm in my own separate thing. I message him and then I come and let you know. By the way, I've messaged Demola to let you know. I'm just gonna close that chapter and close that one for good. Like, you didn't need to do it in front of his face, and then you guys were just sitting there in complete silence, and it just made the whole scene so awkward. And he was actually messaging Demola for quite long, and then Javen was like, "Are you sending him my life story or something?" It's just like, you don't like her anyway, so like, I don't know why you're pretending like you care, like you don't like her. But I guess for storyline purposes, I guess if I had to give that, then okay, cool, it will be for the storyline. Sarover and Kal are now in Wigan, and Kal brings Sarover to meet his grandmother and mother. He tells them that they are engaged. The mom has asked about the living conditions, and they ended up speaking about splitting it, so half of where Sarover's from, half of where Kal's from, and kind of doing it like that. They have spoken about other options as well. And the nan and the grandmother approve of Kal and Sarover. They really like Sarover as well, so it's a win-win. Katisha meets up with Demola. Katisha wants to make sure that he's okay. You lot already know how I feel about things like that. I think it's quite patronizing when people behave that way. You burnt me and then you're asking me if I'm okay. I mean, now I'm better. I've had a bit of time away, but seeing you again, I'm not. I mean, that's what I would say, even if I am okay. I could be real petty like that, guys. I guess for me, it just depends on how badly you burnt me and how you went about it. If you done it in a respectful way, cool. I'm not going to be petty towards you. Like, I'm not going to be that guy. I'm not going to be silly. But if you went about things in a disrespectful way and you didn't show me respect regarding the whole kind of thing, I'm going to throw some subtle shade. I promise you, I'll throw some subtle shade your way. Just enough for you to catch it in your hands. Yeah. Katisha said that it blindsided her as well. What part? Anyway, Katisha said that she could see a future with Demola. No, you can't. You're with Javen now. You shouldn't even be saying things like that. You shouldn't even be saying things like that. You shouldn't even be saying, "Oh, I could have seen a future with you." I know he asked, but it's like, you know what? If we were talking back then, I would have answered that question. But now that I'm with Javen, out of respect for him, I'm not going to answer that question. Like, I don't get it. Demola ended up saying the good guys finished last. They aren't even on a date, but I put down here that they have spoken more in this conversation than her and Javen have spoken in the last few episodes. Guys, that's very telling. I know I'm not the only one. They have spoken more in this conversation that they're having, more than what Javen and Katisha have had in the last couple of days. I know I'm not going crazy. I know I'm not going mad. Kal's brother Junaid also enters, and Junaid doesn't think Kal would end up marrying her. Junaid makes a point about where he says in a relationship that they have to be each other's number one priority. And Sarover, he sees Sarover doing that for Kal 110%. But when it comes to Kal, because he's routine based and he's a guy that follows a structure, he doesn't see Kal put in Sarover first, which I do get, because it's like, I have a routine as well, and I don't like my routine being broken. So I do get it. I have a routine, and like, I promise you now, yeah, I'm gonna tell you something, you lot are gonna laugh at me. So, some like during the days of the week when I'm traveling to work, I alternate. So I'll listen to music, let's say Monday. Tuesday I'll watch anime or whatever series I'm watching at the time. Wednesday, go back to listening to music. Or sometimes I switch around, whatever. So the way my brain operates, that's set for the week. Today I had an appointment, so I ended up doing a half day in work today. So I done a half day. Normally in the mornings on the train, I watch anime. going to work. The only thing I listened to music the whole way on the bus going to work, because it was a thing where it was like for me, like my routine is already messed up. For me to now watch anime, like my brain won't allow me to watch it, is what I'm saying. So it's like, I get where Kal's coming from. When you have a routine and a structure, to now add someone else into the mix, because even when sometimes I'm dating guys as well and like bring guys back and stuff like that, it's like, oh, but it's like normally on this day I do this, but now that you're here, it's like, I love the company, don't get it twisted, I do enjoy the company, but it's like now that you're here, it's like it's taken away from what I need to be doing. And that's why I'm strictly focusing on myself personally. I'm actually focusing on myself. Junaid said if he was to put his life on the line, he doesn't think their relationship will last. And that's saying a lot. For his own brother to say that, your brother is your flesh and blood. You know your brother inside out. For your own brother to say that, yeah, it's saying something that, it's saying a lot basically. Bada and Jed end up meeting Bada's family. Her parents are quite chilled and exciting. Obviously, they don't speak great English, so like Bada's just translating everything that they're saying, translating it back to Jed. I think Jed gets certain things, because it feels like when she was talking, he understood certain things. I don't know. I'm not sure. But that's what it was given. And Bada's mom said that she wants 6 grandchildren and that she would help as well. She's so sweet. She said that she would help basically raise the kids as well that they have. And the dad grants the marriage. Katisha and Javen, she said that it was awkward in the beginning when her and Demola was speaking. No, it was absolutely not. Javen, run. I know you don't care about her anyway, but I'm gonna say run anyway for the effect of the video. For the effect of the video, run. This girl, I'm telling you, run. It was not no awkward. The way that they spoke, the way that they were hugging, the way that they were smiling, the conversation was flowing. I'm like, this is how it should be between Javen and Katisha, but that isn't there. That is not there. Katisha didn't even apologize to Demola, guys. I didn't even clock that. She didn't even say sorry. She did not even apologize. She said, I didn't apologize by saying sorry, but I was just explaining my thought process. That's not an apology. That's not you holding yourself accountable. You messed the guy about, say, I'm sorry. It's that simple. Accountability. A lot of people tend to struggle with accountability, you know. It's like, I don't understand. A lot of people tend to struggle with it. She feels like it's a weight off her chest. And then she goes to say, I can see why people are friends with him. He's such a good guy. So not you singing his praises in front of Javen. This is what I'm trying to, like, this is what I'm saying. And then Javen's like, it's okay if you want to change your mind. Javen's not interested. Javen's trying to find a way out. He's trying to run. He's actually trying to find a way out because, like, he's not fast. I promise you, he's not fast. Ashleigh and Billy. So this is where now we get into Ashleigh and Billy. Ashleigh and Billy are doing grocery shopping. Billy says that he doesn't eat cheese. Now, as you can see by Billy's body shape, I need to take a few notes from Billy, to be honest. But as you can see from Billy's body shape, he's in great shape. He doesn't eat cheese. So I'm thinking, oh, you don't eat cheese? How come? He's talking about calories. I already knew. From that point when he started to talk about the calories, I knew what time of the day it was. Then Ashleigh said his diet might go out because he's on a very strict diet. He doesn't eat no kind of junk, he doesn't eat rubbish, basically. And Ashleigh said his diet might go out the window with her. So this is why I'm like, they've hit a crossroad now because she likes to basically eat whatever she wants and he only eats a particular type of food. This is what happens when you get with a gym person or someone who has a very strict diet. My dad is the same. My dad is exactly, especially when he's shredding and he's dieting. I remember one time I went to his, right? And I wanted to have a snack. There was no snacks in the house. He said, we don't really snack here like that. I had to order takeaway just to fill my hunger. It's not a bad thing. I'm not complaining, but I'm just letting you know when people are strict and serious about the gym and their diet, yeah, there's no I can't lie, there's no messing about with that. So Yeah, I don't know how Ashleigh and Billy are gonna solve this one. But Ashleigh ends up saying that she's feeling a little bit uncomfortable because she can't live off mince, broccoli, and rice. I mean, it's not that bad, but yeah, eating that stuff every day like that, eating that every day, I get it. That could get quite boring. Like, that could get quite tiresome eating that every day. So I said here, when it comes to the food thing, they are completely different. She likes to eat this, and you like to eat that. Okay, cool. If it's really that much of a big thing, you either go about your separate ways now, or you figure something out, or try and compromise. It's one of the two. Billy, okay, so Billy would annoy me in this instance, and I would tell him to shut his mouth, because when Ashleigh went to pick up the cake, not him saying, you know, in one slice there's how many calories, not me trying to do a Scottish accent, forget that, boo, tomato, forget that. Oh my God. But yeah, now actually, let me try again. You know, in a slice of... Enough. Let me just leave that out. And I'm like to myself, Billy, I can't lie, I do like you, but I would actually tell you shut your mouth, because it's like, don't be that guy. If you want to eat whatever you want to eat, cool, I'll respect it. But if I want to eat something and snack and stuff my face, that's what I'm going to eat. You ain't going to try and come and control what I eat. Period. You ain't going to do that. I know that much. Ashleigh said that she's feeling anxious and Billy isn't willing to change his diet. Guys, how they gonna come out of this one? They're madly in love with each other, so they have to figure it out. You guys are madly in love with each other. You have to find a resolution. You have to come to a compromise. Whether it's a thing where it's like how many days in a day? 7, 4 days a week we eat healthy, 3 days we can kind of be flexible. Something. You guys love each other, so you guys will make it work and make it do what it do. But yeah, guys, that has been episode 6 review. Let me know what you guys think about these episodes. Like I said, please no spoilers. For the love of God, I got 2 more episodes left until next week, Wednesday. Don't spoil it, please. But yeah. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, as you already know. So come and join the family. Don't forget to follow me on my social media as well. All my social media handles are the same as my name, my YouTube channel. So just be sure to type it in if it's not in the bio. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for episode 7. Take care.